So the next subtopic of our theme is the circular flow diagram. It's an important part because the circular flow diagram is literally one of the most popular and important simplified models of economy that shows how money flows through the markets among the households and firms. So this model is distinct but still related. The circular flow diagram offers a simple way of organizing all the transactions and any acts between the household and firms in the economy. So to see it more clearly, you can see on this model that two main points, the firms and the households. The firms, they are the producers and they sell their goods and services. And they also could be on the role of buyers on the market because they hire and use factors of production, which is land, labor, and capital. And households, they are buyers. Of course, they are consumers. They consume the goods and services that the firms produce, and also they own and sell factors of production. It means that households could be the main factors of production, and they can be stand as sellers on this model, like they sell the labor, land, or the capital. So. As you can see, the money flows on the inner part, which shows us the flow of inputs and outputs. The money flows like firms sell their goods and services in the markets of goods and services. There you can see like firms sell and households buy. And as you can see, it goes straight to the households, to the consumers. And the consumers are selling the labor, land, and capital, like the factors of production, to the market of factors in production. Like it could be just an ordinary person who is searching a job from some kind of a company or a firm. So these factors of production are going directly to the firms, and the inner flow goes like that. And the outward part of this model, of this diagram, shows us the flow of dollars, like how money goes. Like if you will start again from the firms, the money goes as wage, rent, and profit to the markets of production. To the markets of factory production, and then as income there goes to the households, like to the consumers or every workers they hire. And then households are spending this money on the markets of goods and services, like they buy every needed stuff they need to live, like food, water, place to live. And the revenue from the goods and services that firms are going to get. This is very simple model of the not only how the money, but also how the producers and consumers are interact with each other.
So our next subtopic is production possibilities frontier, or how we call it shortly PPF. So first, we should understand what PPF means. It's basically this graph that shows the combinations of output that the economy can possibly produce with available factors of production and production technology. So here's our graph of PPF. It's as simple as it can be. So basically this line, this graph is called PPF, production possibility frontier. And as a product, we have computers and cars. So when we have the same input, so to produce computers, we will need some labor, and to produce cars, we need labor as well. So let's say our labor is limited, as in economy, everything is scarce. So that's why we cannot produce maximum amount of cars and maximum amount of computers. And we have some points here. Let's say this point A. It's going to be effective point because it's in the line, in the production possibility frontier. Let's say we can produce this much amount of cars and this amount of computers. We can actually have point right here. It's also possible, but it's gonna be ineffective because we will have less cars and less computers, but we will put the same output, input. So that's why it's called ineffective. We might have the dot here, and it's literally impossible to reach because it's not inside of it or not in the line itself. So basically, it's all about production possibility frontier. Let's understand why it's bowed out. It's about increasing opportunity cost. When we go down here, it's increasing, so it's increasing opportunity cost. It can be actually straight as well. Let's say with examples of tables and chairs. So why is this straight? Because our opportunity cost is straight, constant. So it's not the main topic of it, it's more about this bowed out shape. But I believe that we should cover, at least understand this part as well. That's it. Okay, let's look at the example closer to understand what is PPF and how it works. So we have clear numbers here, and our first one is rabbits and berries. So let's say our input is labor. We have some workers who are hunting rabbits, and the same workers are going to collect berries. But we should kind of divide it. So let's say we are collecting 400 berries. That would leave us with 4 rabbits to hunt. Or it might be like this. It might be 100 berries and around 5 rabbits. So we clearly can see here how our opportunity cost is increasing, and it leaves us with increasing opportunity cost. For each 100 berries, we should give up 1 rabbit. So the whole topic about PPF is how this graphic works and how our opportunity cost turns out to be like this. Our next subtopic is macro and microeconomics. Probably everyone heard about macro and microeconomics, but let's look at the details. What is it? So, microeconomics is the study of how households and firms make decisions and how they interact in markets. And macroeconomics is the study of economy-wide phenomena, including inflation, unemployment, and economic growth. We can see here more clearly with some examples for microeconomics. Microeconomics can be like price of bread. Let's say that in one market, the price of bread increased, so it's going to be the study of microeconomics. Or, for example, consumer choice. Why exactly this product was chosen by a consumer? This is also related to microeconomics. When it comes to macroeconomics, is the study of economy as a whole. So it's something bigger, something more significant compared to microeconomics. It basically focuses on overall output, inflation, and unemployment, as I said. And examples for this would be GDP growth, inflation rate, and national unemployment. So there's actually one more subtopic in this chapter, which is normative and positive statement. Positive statement describes how the world as it is. So it's basically how the world works. And normative statement is about how we prescribe the world should be. And positive statement doesn't need to be always correct. It can be wrong, but it should be as it is. Now let's move to our conclusion. So in this chapter, we covered about thinking like an economist. What does it mean and how it can affect everyone's lifestyle and so on. And we probably already understood that economists are as important as other social scientists, and we also covered some diagrams and graphs like circular flow diagram and PPF. And also we looked at the terminologies like microeconomics and macroeconomics, and also positive and normative statements. So that was all from our presentation. Thank you for your attention.